Build the Lord. Hey, you guys, how you guys feeling today? This is LaDon. I'm in the house, and I'm hoping you guys enjoying your day. And all I want you to do is subscribe to my show. But today, what I want to talk about is my YouTube channel been stressing me out. Yeah, stressing me out. Man, I tell you, you guys just don't know how stressful this can really be. You know, like, it's like when I start my show, I have to turn on my phone, make sure that nobody can't call me. On top of that, I gotta test out my mic that I've been using, because if I record at the wrong time, it won't record the whole video. And you guys understand that I wear glasses here and there, but then I wear my contacts because I can see better. You know, I can see what's going on. You know, it makes me more comfortable. But that stresses me out sometimes too, because I'll be putting my contacts in, and sometimes my contacts just go right on in, and sometimes my contacts takes about 15 minutes at the most. Like, oh my God, this contact is not working. This contact is not working. So it's very stressful. But what I'm trying to say to you guys is that when you're doing YouTube and you start taking it serious, not just like a hobby, oh, I'm just gonna just gonna do it, you don't get the results that you want. You know, you just put out your video and hope people watch it, and find out nobody really watch it and nobody really cares. You know, so you have to give out good content and things like that. But and two, when I come up with my videos, I have to think about which video that I'm feeling at the time, and let me express it, and it's just been a hard road. Okay, my channel been, I decided to, you guys don't understand this, that when you put music on YouTube, they don't let you just put any music. You have to go out and buy that music, and make sure that you don't get sued, and make sure that you're not messing up copyright claims. And you have to do research on that and figure out like which song can you play. It's just, I'm not just playing a song just because it's a good song. No, you have to go to a site, Epic Sounds, and find this and pay for the monthly fee, and it's a lot of work that a lot of people just don't see. And what we do as YouTubers, at first when I was doing these videos, it was the clarity was not clear enough. I had to figure that out, to get better clarity. And then I found a site that to help me to put the wording, the words, and the graphics and all that. But it's hectic. It's a lot of editing. It's a lot of work. But they say hard work is gonna pay off. It does pay off, but when you're going through it, it really don't feel like it. You're just like, why is I'm doing this? But it's something that I really sit there and think about. I got to keep going, 2 years in the game, and finally really taking it more serious. And two, you guys don't understand, it's just like when I upload my video to the site, it's like, oh no, you have to upload it to another site. And you're just like, oh my God, really? Like, ugh. And two, when you start editing and all that, and I start doing it on my phone, the videos take longer to go through, sometimes 2 hours just to load, and it takes up your gigabytes, and you're just like, oh, what is going on here? And sometimes it takes 3 hours just to load a video up. You know, when you don't do the editing and the graphics, it goes by pretty fast. But when you want to like, oh, let me upscale this and let me put more work into it, put more effort, it's harder. It's harder. And stuff like that. And then too, when I finally get a video out there and I finally look at it and I just be like, oh my God, the graphics, what happened? I didn't turn the camera. I didn't turn the camera to the right setting. Oh, you're just looking at the video like, I put in 3 hours work for that video and the graphics are not coming out the way I want. And I'm just sitting there and it's nerve-wracking. It's really stressful, y'all. It's like, it's to me, it's like, it's it's like playing the lotto, and you go play your lottery ticket hoping that you win, and you don't win, but you just say, okay, let me do it again, but it's stressful. And then I said to myself, I finally got on the side cut, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, all right. And then I start editing on my phone, and then it disappeared. I'm like, oh my God, I edited for 2 hours, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. And I'm just like, where did the video go? And then I had to learn I had to pay more money for the site just to get more gigabytes. Then after that, y'all, I wanted to take it to another level. I said, I watch YouTube and I see people clarity and I see people, the graphics and all, and it looks extremely nice. I'm like, oh man, wish my video was like that. And I say to myself, okay, let me, if I can't do it on the phone, let me go buy a computer. So I decided to go buy me a computer. And I was like, oh my God, what should I do? So I went to Apple to get a computer. I was excited. I was like, yes, an Apple computer. And I thought Apple computer is going to be like 800 or 700, but it was 1,000. I was just like, oh my God, $1,000? Really? Luckily, if I had a gift card, they can help me out, but still, it's just a lot of money to take out for what you really want to do and take it serious. So I finally went there and I had to talk, and you're trying to explain to the people at the Apple store, you don't know too much about computers. You're just like, oh yeah, I'm doing a YouTube video. I'm just trying to edit it to make, be faster. Oh yeah, this is the computer. And you hoping it's the right computer. They gave me a Mac, Apple Mac 3. So I'm like, okay, go have this much RAM in it, more gigabytes. I'm like, what is the gigabytes? Who cares about the gigabytes? Just give me the damn computer. So I sat there, bought the computer, happy, yeah, woo, got my computer. I got my computer, my Mac computer. I was happy. But then I got it. I couldn't get it that day. I had to wait 3 days and just stress out. Like, oh my God, when can I be able to get my computer? I ordered it on Saturday, it didn't come until Wednesday. So I'm looking through my phone like a crack addict on my email. When is Apple gonna hit me? When, what time, whatever. So they finally hit me. I go down there. And the computers went down today because Apple 4 came out. Wherever the mini Mac, Apple Mac came out 4. So the $100 went off more. I was happy. I was like, $100 more. But the lady didn't give me the money in cash. She tried to give me an Apple card to buy more Apple. I'm like, I want the money. I don't give a damn about Apple. I like Apple, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I want my money. It's a less price. Give me the money back in my bank account, you know? And then they're like, oh yeah, we give you an Apple for $109 and stuff like that and everything. But the guy was like, don't worry about it. If you have any problem, you know, we can change it to, you can get the money. So, I mean, Apple's a very, very happy store. You know, the people are nice. I didn't have no problems. They listened to everything I said. They were on point. It's like everything that I said, they approved of it. And they let me keep my Apple Mac for 14 days. If I don't like it, they bring it back and they give you your money back. You know, Apple's a billionaire. It's like, you know, my little money ain't gonna mean nothing to them. They guaranteed on satisfaction. And I did like the $6.99 a month fee for your computer. If anything happens, the Apple Care, it's worth it, you know, if you're gonna get a computer. So I'm sitting there thinking like, oh my God, I go to open my class and I'm just thinking about my computer, like figuring it out, like, oh, when it's gonna come. And it finally came on Wednesday. I was happy. I went home. I said, okay, go. I looked at it, turned on the computer. I ain't been on the computer in like 10 years, you know? And it's like everything I'm hitting like, okay, what is the desktop? You know, I'm trying to figure out like, okay, what's the desktop? I don't know what a desktop is. You know, it's just so many things like Windows. I'm like, okay, what is this? So I'm pushing buttons and stuff like that. And then I put the site up for me to edit. And I said to me, okay, well, how can I send my videos to my phone, to my Apple Mac 3 computer? I sat there and said, okay, cool. So I couldn't figure it out, you know. So I went on YouTube and said, how do you download your photos, your videos to the Apple Mac? I was like, oh, the man showed me on YouTube. I listened to him and everything. He said, oh, go to the site and push this button. I'm looking at the computer. I'm looking at the TV like, okay, push this. All right, push that. And he said, oh, okay, then you just download everything and you'll be good to go. So I download it and then I'm just like, and these buttons pop up on my phone like they didn't show me. He said download it, but what are these buttons? Why are these buttons here? Why is this stuff on YouTube? It's not on YouTube, on YouTube. No, on a computer. So I'm sitting there like, okay, I didn't see these buttons on YouTube. Okay, what do I do? So I'm like downloaded it, and then I'm like, okay, where did the download go? You know, I'm not a computer expert. You know, I'm not a geek from Best Buy. You know, and I'm sitting there like, okay, all right. So I go and they said, okay, go to the site. It's easy to do. And you just download the videos. It'll go straight to your Mac computer. So I looked at it again. The guy gave another example. I said, okay, download it, looked at it, moved the files over here. So I see my file and I see his file. And I'm just like, okay, I move it over there. He said, there, and he pops it open. There you go. I'm like, it's crazy. Like people like show you things, but they really not showing you. They just really confusing you just for you to get more views. Like, okay, what? Okay, let's do it again. Where did he get that at? All right, let's go listen again. All right, got that. All right. And now download it. Wait for the green box to pop up. And you're sitting there looking at the green box, waiting for it to pop up. I don't see a green box. You're like, okay, did I do something wrong? I'm like, okay, I don't see that. So I'm just confused. So the third option was to get a USB. I'm like, I seen a USB. I don't know too much about USB, but I'll go buy one. So I went to Office Max and got me a USB, trying to get a cheap one for $12. It was coming to $20. He said, the guy asked me, I'm trying to download my video to my Apple Mac. He said, oh, that's very easy. Don't worry about it. Here's a USB. It's a 64 gigabyte. You'll be okay. Put the damn thing in my phone, and I see I'm looking at it, trying to figure it out. I'm like, okay. I see it loading. And it loads. And it loads. It took about an hour and a half for it to load. I'm like, okay. All right. I have to understand that gigabytes takes time to load. It's not like, we're in the generation when things just go bad fast. Put the food in there, microwave it, yeah, I'm done. No, the gigabytes just take their time. I'm like, oh my God. So I finally get there. I finally get to the computer, put the gigabyte chip in, whatever that thing is on my computer, and I'm trying to find the damn video. I'm like, okay, where is the video? Nobody don't. It's very confusing. And you're just sitting there like, okay, where is the gigabytes? Where is the video at? So I go on my site, I look at it, bam, and I'm like, I see the video loading. I'm like, okay, why is it loading? So I push on it, it's just sitting there loading and loading. I'm like, okay. So that's another hour. So it finally pops up. I said, oh, God, one video. Wow, really? So I put the video there, and I'm looking at it. I'm excited. So I'm pushing the buttons, putting the editing in, trying to edit to what I like it to be. Not the part when I talk. When I talk, I make mistakes, whatever. It is what it is. I just like to edit the beginning to, help out with my video. And I'm sitting there like, okay, and I'm pushing the buttons, and I'm like, this is not, like, it's confusing to me now. Because I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm on the site, but I'm on the computer. But what gets you, now that I'm on the site, the app that I'm using, talking about, oh, if you need to use it on your desktop and you need to send the video, you have to pay $5 more on the $25 a month. I'm like, okay. So I paid the $25, I paid an extra $5 to get the more gigabytes. And then finally the video pops on and I'm happy. So I'm pushing the buttons and I'm confused. I'm like, okay, all these buttons are right. It's not like the phone. I'm just burnt out. And I'm sitting there like, why? Why is this? Why is this? So I didn't play with my video yet. I saw a little bit of it and I'm just like, okay, let me download another video. And I put the gigabyte in there to download it again. And it just says, oh, we can't, the video's too big. Really? So I go to the store, I say, okay, must get more gigabytes. Instead of 64, let me get 128. So I go to Best Buy, I go to them, and I ask the Geek Squad, hey, I want to download this video to this gigabyte thing and put it in my phone. And the geek is looking at me like, oh no, that's not big enough. I was like, I went from 64 to 128. That's not big enough. Oh no, that's not big enough. You gotta get a big one. Big one gonna cost you about $54 or $60. I said, if I buy this $64 gigabyte thing that you want, is it gonna make it go faster? No, it just sit there, it's slower. You just can add more to it, but it's just slower process. Still slow, but it's a little bit faster. All right. So I buy it. I said, if I open this 128 gigabyte USB, can I bring it back? Oh no, you can't bring it back. All right. I don't have 14 days to try it. Nope, soon you open it, it's yours. But Office Max like, oh, you can bring it back after you get done. We give you 14 days, guaranteed. I like that because I need to take back the 64 gigabytes. So I'm sitting there like, okay, I got it, but I didn't open it because I'm like, okay, let me think. Let me think. So I just been sitting here stressed out for 3 days. I had me a drink and I'm just sitting there like, YouTube. My YouTube channel is it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot of work that you guys don't see. And we get you to, when you on this journey on a YouTube channel by yourself, people give you insight. Oh yeah, you should get on TikTok and oh, you should do this and you should do that. But they really don't understand the journey that you're going through and all the stress that you're going. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, nobody can help me. It's just you, your phone, your gigabytes, and your channel. And it's like everything, it's like you doing everything. Like you're begging for it, like, can somebody help me? Help! Help! Please, somebody. People looking at you like, yeah, that's nice that you're doing it. And they start talking to me, like, what's wrong with you? I'm stressed out about my YouTube. Oh, yeah. The cashier at YouTube, the cashier at the food for less is like, oh, yeah, I was thinking about doing a YouTube and all that, but I never got to it. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear, can you help me? But they always say, don't worry about it. I know it's going to be hard, but it's going to be better over time. That's the best thing everybody can help you with. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. You came too far. Just keep going. All right. And then I'm sitting there saying to myself, like, I go on YouTube, I study, I watch. You got to learn to push the buttons. I put tags in, I put my comment in, and I only get a few views. And I'm just like, well, what is I'm doing wrong? And then you go back on there, oh, you're not doing this right. Oh, you're not doing that right. And I'm like confused. And then you see somebody that got I've been doing this going on 3 years. And the channel, somebody showed like their YouTube, my YouTube channel I did it in 6 months and I monetized it and I'm starting to get paid. I'm like, yeah, I've just been doing it for 6 months. I'm like, I've been doing it for 3 years and I still got a long way to go. It's like, people's like, I've been doing this for a year. I've been doing this for 2 months. I'm like it's an info commercial, like, really? Like, when you listen to somebody that sit there and be like, yeah, I've been doing this for like 6 months and now I got millions of views. You're like, what the hell I'm doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Oh. Makes you work, y'all. And I am stressed out is because I have nobody. I can talk to my girl, but she'll be like, oh, yeah, just keep going, and you try to explain to her. She's like, oh, yeah. It's like when they try to tell you, did you do this? It's like stuff that plays in your head that you tried to do, and they say, oh, yeah, did you get did you just try to download it with a wire? And be like, with a wire, really? You're confused. You're burnt out because you just like, I want a good video. And then on top of that, I have content that I have to work on and just express myself. I'm working on me being me. People's like, yeah, don't talk about this. But anyway, that's another one. And I was just sitting there like, y'all, I'm in a daydream. just like, it's a headache, y'all. But what gets me, one guy that made me laugh was, what cracked me up was I was watching this guy on YouTube, bald headed with some glasses. He's been doing it for 16 years. And he said to me, he said, YouTube is very hard. And then he's cracked me up. He said that for 5 years, he said 5 years he did a video, but he never would show himself on video. He said he was too scared to show himself on video for 5 years. I was like, that's just crazy. But he was scared, like, you know. But he was telling me, he was just telling YouTube people, like, you're not the only one. We all went through it. And then he showed videos of Mr. Beast and him back in the days when they were in their house. And, you know, everybody don't remember where they started. Look at, he's famous now, but look where he started at. He started he's a little kid over there trying to I don't understand YouTube, trying to figure it out. Now he's huge now. He's big. He's one of the biggest person on YouTube. But it's good to have insight on that. Like, you said there, like, you got to be the creator. You got to deal with the lights. You got to deal with the camera. You got to deal with the editing. You got to do with everything. It's like you producing your own show. And you're like, you can't, like, okay, it's like you're learning everything. Like, you're looking for help. Like, can you show me how to put the gigabytes to get my video down? What kind of lights do I need? You know, do I need this type of light to get a better? Okay, on the back of the camera, I should film it in the back of the camera instead of the front of the camera. Oh my God, really? It's stress. But hey, all I want to say is I'm not going nowhere. Days like this, I can go back and laugh. But LaDon and the house show, it ain't going to be easy. And I thank all the people that be on my video for subscribing and viewing my show, just working to become the best at it. It's a lot of work. Not when you just, let me just throw the video up there and show my fellows and stuff, but when you really start doing what you want to do, I got a long way to go. But hey, you know, I know a lot of people out there is monetized. My friends are asking me, man, I know you're doing YouTube. You getting paid from it? No, I'm far away from getting paid. They would make it hard for you, you know. But I will try something different. See if I can do something different and make things different, you know. You guys just cleaning the camera. It's just a lot, y'all. But, you know, I think that was pretty good enough for me. I just want to say to you guys out there before I go is that you out there doing YouTube video, they call us little channels. They don't call us big channels. We're little channels, struggling channels. They should call us struggling channels or small channels. We're small. All the small channels out there that's thinking and wishing one day they'll be a big channel. You will be. You just got to put the work in. Like he said, the guy said, I was only at 74 views. 74 subscribers. And I worked 5-6 hours and only get 20 views. Be like, what's going on? But hey, one thing I'll tell you is when you pursuing your dream is this. You're standing in line waiting on your turn. Your turn will come. You just don't know when. But all I just do is tell you, keep standing in line. Just keep standing in line. I ain't going nowhere, y'all. But it is a headache. Yeah, my YouTube channel is a headache. I'm talking about mine. I don't know about nobody else's. But anyways, you know what I always want to say is I had a damn in the house good time. Yeah, I did. Well, you know what I say. I gotta go. I gotta